Well, here we are back in VP4, and this is another match in the one-loss side of this year's Virtual Pool 4 Cowboy World Championships. Now, we may well be catching the latter stages of this match because I wasn't aware it was on. And josemacuen is already one rack up in a race to 2 in the one-loss side against wanwa. Let's remind ourselves where these guys are from. Jose from Spain, wanwa from Italy. And right now it's sort of neck and neck. Jose trailing by 12 points, and he's just made no score there on that visit, and it's given wanwa a chance to get into the 90s. And this, of course, a rack that he must win to take this match to a final decider. Let's have a quick look at that one-loss side, and we can see Larry's lined up to play Zach, although they haven't arranged a time yet. There's the match that we're talking about. Further up we've got Mr. Strocum against myself, and who else? We've got Casino Jim against Acero. That is scheduled for I think that's tomorrow morning, 5:30 AM. Well, I won't be able to get that one because I'll be at work, or I'll be in the process of going to work at that time, so I'll miss that one. And we can see over on the winner's side we have Romario, who is going to play Baker Maker. Well, he dealt with 9ball.com last night. I had a chance to get that second rack and couldn't get out, and Baker Maker stole it 101-100, and then he comfortably won the third rack. It could have been 1-1, it could have been a different match, but in all honesty, I didn't score enough. Although even though I say that, in the second rack I got the highest run of the match. I think it was about 46 or something, but it was no good. The better player won. So Romario is going to play Baker Maker, and the winner of that match will play Interchange X, and that's where we're up to. But meanwhile, in this match, we have wanwa now into the caroms. So important that he builds up a little score here in the caroms. Now this is a little delicate one. He has to go behind the 5-ball. He doesn't want to hit it direct. Has to spin off the end rail if he can. Well, he's hit it direct, and that's now put it in an awkward place for scoring, because the danger is that you can easily pot that 5. So he wants to be careful and preserve these caroms. He's on 93. And this is risky. Well, decided to play the safety rather than risk losing his points, and that's the right thing to do. And now it's given Jose a chance, but he's not got anything easy now for the carom to follow. He may well try stunning into that 5-ball. And this time he's got the carom. So it's now up to Jose to try and respond and get to 90 and get into those caroms as well, because that then puts the pressure back on the opponent. Little force follow. Well, he could actually cut the 3 into the pocket rather than the 5. But the other way of doing it is to pot the 1 and come out into the table like that and leave himself a fairly simple carom. Got to keep an eye on the scores as well. He's on 81. Well, now he's going to either have to pot the 3 or the 1. And he's got the cue ball out, so that now gives him a chance for the carom from the 3 to the 5. And now on 86, he cannot pot the 5. If he can see the 1, he could pot it, but I don't know whether he can see it. Yes, he can. Well, it doesn't look as if he fancies it, but I think he can pot the 1. Surely he can pot the 1. He's determined to go for the 3. And is that going to get there? It's going to hang up. Well, Jose, 4 short of 90. He should have potted the 1 there. It was a much easier ball to pot. But having said that, though, he's put the 3 out the game as far as 1 was concerned. He can't use it for a carom. He's more than likely going to knock the 3 in the pocket, so it's going to be at least a 2-railer if it's going to be from the 5 around the angles down towards the 1 ball. Needs to be careful he doesn't cut that and pot the 5 though. Well, the best place would be in the pocket, because that means that Jose cannot pot the 3 direct, although he can bank up and down and pot the 3, and I don't think he's thinking about that. And of course he cannot pot the 5 because that will take him over 90. And well, it's an easy kick bank on the 3 ball, but he's not playing it. But he's got the next best thing and managed to pull out the carom, and now he can pot the 3, and that would take him to 90. But once again, well, I think he's now realised this will take him to the even 90, and a fairly simple 3-5 carom to follow. And now it's anybody's game. Oh, the double kiss. 1 ball heading in towards the pocket. Looking to play the 5-3 this time. And he's missed. So, he's only 1 point behind. The 5 is now in a dangerous place, and the 1 ball as well. So it's now made it difficult for his opponent to actually put any score together here. And now both players are just going to play off the 3 ball, although where the 5 is sitting, it's still possible to get a decent carom without potting it. And it's also possible to come down that side of the table onto the 1, and that almost got there. That was not a bad effort. So there are safe places to actually carom into either of those balls, and it's the same with that one. If you can carom it from that side, you should be okay, as long as you don't just clip it and drop the cue ball in. But there's going to be a bit of a stalemate here. And we're going to have a little bathroom break at the moment. But as I say, there's going to be a stalemate if neither of them are prepared to get one of these or both of these balls out into play. It's about who leaves the best possible carom attempt by mistake, really. That's what's going to happen. Sometimes you've got to take a risk and get one of these balls potted to bring it into play, to give yourself the scoring opportunity to win the rack and possibly the match. So now Wanwa has used up his shot clock and the extension has gone, but if he doesn't get back in time, Jose will pass it back to him. Well, Jose is going to have to pass it back again. Still no sign of his opponent. It's a long bathroom break, or the bathroom is quite a ways away. And still we wait. No sign of cue movement from Jose's opponent. Well, this is a long minute. Okay. Right. I think we're good to go. Well, the length of time that took, you certainly won't need another bathroom break after that. Well, this is what we're going to end up having, a stalemate, but there's a good chance here for Jose to take a risk and go for a three-railer. An easy three-rail attempt off that three ball. Well, I'm saying nothing, Slim. And the double kiss hit has worked, and that gets the three ball into play. That was a clever little shot by Jose. And we're now all square, 93 points all. Well, the danger here for Jose is to try and play the carom from the right hand side of the three. That's why he's went off the three rails, because had he tried it and missed it, he would have pushed that three over towards the five and given wanwa an easy start. So Jose now 1 point in front, and this looks good. This looks very good. That is an excellent shot. Sometimes you've just got to be brave, pick that line and go for the shot, because that's this is the rack that Jose needs to go through to the next round. And a little force follow will help as well. And now you don't want to lose your points, so don't take any risks. And he didn't make a full-blooded attempt to get to that. If you hit that three ball, half ball coming across it, you can easily scratch. So now Jose has the 3 point lead. A nice little contribution at the right time in the rack. And wanwa has to take the initiative. And this is going to set up nice for Jose if he doesn't pot the three. And the other thing is, if he tries to bank the three and stun to the one, he'll bank the three up the table towards the five, which could be dangerous. And he's just come in behind, and he's still got another carom here as long as he plays it gentle. And if he actually just goes as thin as he can, he's surely got to hit it. And that effectively takes the 3 ball out of the game. Jose now on 98. And once again, not taking a risk, leaving it up to wanwa to make a move, and really trailing by 5 points. He has to pot something to get it into play. You've got to take that risk. The more scoring balls are in play, the more chance you have of keeping yourself in the match. Of course, it also plays into the hands of your opponent, but you have to take that risk. That 5 ball and 3 ball are no good where they are. Now might be the good time to pot the 5 because it leaves the cue ball in an awkward position. So that was a good move. There's not an easy carom on. But Jose's finding the line. Takes him to 99. Now, is he going to play the draw shot? Or is he going to try? Yes, he's playing the draw. Watch this 5 ball though, because the power he puts in it, he's going to punch the 5 around the table. And now he's on 100. But this is awkward to try and get out from there. Is he going to try and chip across? Has to play this with right English to straighten it up. See, he's not played that with anything on it. He had to feather the edge of it, play it with right English. If you do it that way, the right English, when it hits the rail, it straightens the cue ball up and takes it on a better line to the pocket. He just played it plain ball, which case it just went off the rail and out. And those are the little delicate shots you have to learn to be able to create that angle. There was a slim chance of Jose getting out there. But that takes him back to 98. Now this is a little testy one. And that's a little lifeline for wanwa. Just trying to play it dead weight. Hasn't got the rail. And now Jose has a good chance to get the last carom off the side rail and into the side of the 1 ball. This is quite a good angle. Has he got there? No, not quite. Well, there's a 3 railer onto the 5 ball off the 1, or there's vice versa, off the 3 ball across to the 1. Now there is a tactic here that wanwa could use. The tactic would be to try and get that 1 ball into the kitchen somewhere. And the reason I say that is if you can get the all 3 balls in the kitchen and then deliberately scratch, tactically it would make Jose having to play out the kitchen to try and get a hit. Now, wanwa could try for the 3 fouls if he can get the balls in position. The 3 ball acts as a blocker, as a safety block for the 1 ball, preventing the scratch. But now wanwa's made the decision. He's potted the 3, but he's left Jose the carom. And has Jose got lucky? I think he has. That double kiss has given Jose the little force follow. Now, the thing is, that 1 ball may well come back and just push the cue ball out the way here. He's going to hit it to the point. He's got to hit it to the point to try and get the force follow. And needs to hope that cue ball goes out the way. But this for the match. And in it goes. And Jose has beaten wanwa by 2 racks to 0. We'll have a look at the bracket. That will update in a second or two. In fact, we'll refresh it. And Jose is now waiting on the winner of the Larry and Zach match. And what was the other match that was set? The other one that is set for early tomorrow morning my time, Casino Jim and Acero. That'll be a tough match for Jim. Acero is a fairly strong player, but I say I won't be able to get it. I'll be going to work. So that ends coverage of that match. Sorry we didn't get all of it. Didn't realise it was scheduled. But until we meet again, we will see you again soon. Thanks for joining.